Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. That's so Christy. Guys, listen. Today we are doing a cooking video. And yes, I have my pajamas on, my apron on, and it's just been one of those lazy Sunday moments, I guess, if that's what you want to say. But do me a favor, before we start, do me a favor, like my video, comment on my video, and subscribe to my video. Share it out as well. We are going to be making air fried pork chops, sauteed green beans, and some white rice. It's a simple, easy meal that's going to last for a couple days. So let's get into it. All right, so I already washed my pork chops. They're nice and thick. So I already washed them. And let me put you down so that I can get things started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to slice up some onions for my green beans. I don't want them too thin. Alright, so we're on the last slice. Alright, we're going to set this aside. This is my pan that I'm going to be using to make my sauteed green beans. Put this away. And again, if you saw my other video, my dog follows me everywhere, and he's like right underneath me. Sometimes I trip. I also want to dice up some garlic. So I'm going to mince these. actually want to put these not directly in when I put the onions in, but just right after. All right. Avocado oil. And because I'm on this healthy journey, I'm actually going to measure. I'm not using what I normally use. So 1 tablespoon, but I'm going to use, because it's I'm going to use 1 ounce. Now, that is sitting there. This pot here is for my rice. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna make some rice. Just that much water, not much. That's on the pan. Okay. So I'm gonna turn that down to 3. Let that do its thing. There we go. Now, let's start on the pork chops. So here's my air fryer. And you know you're not supposed to have anything behind an air fryer. And then I open my window. So I'm going to spray my air fryer. I don't know if it means anything, but I'm going to spray it. I usually spray it. So I'll put this over here because now I have to season. I'm going to be using garlic powder, buttery steakhouse from Kinder's, and buttery garlic and herb from Kinder's. Really good seasonings. Excuse me. And yes, my sink is cleaned out. Y'all don't like it? Oh well. Too bad, too sad. Alright, so I got the one side done. So what we're going to do is flip it over. And I'm only going to put 2 in at a time because only 2 fit. But I'm going to season the other side. Alright, go and throw it in. There we go. So we're going to air fry it, and we're going to do it let's just leave it at 15 minutes for now. So while that is going on, we're actually going to wait to do the sauteed green beans because sauteed green beans don't take as long. So as soon as I get almost to the last batch in, I will start the sauteed green beans and I'll be back. Okay, so we're on our last batch of pork chops. These are air fried. Don't they look delicious? Air fryer does a great job. But we're on our last batch. So now we're going to start the sauteed green beans. The rice is done. I'll show you the rice. And let me pull this down a little. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Nice and fluffy. Nice. It took an extremely long time for me to understand how to cook rice. Yeah, you can do 2 cups to 4 cups, 2 cups of rice to 4 cups of water, but it still doesn't, sometimes it turns out too wet, too sticky, so I like it this way. So now we're going to turn on the heat. I do have a wok, but I don't want to use it. It's just so big, so big. So we're going to use soy sauce, and I use the light. I love La Choy. This is the only kind I buy, La Choy Light, not a sponsor. And I'm going to try this new, we were at Sam's yesterday, so I saw this teriyaki sauce from Kinder's. I love their seasonings, so I said, let me try the Kinder teriyaki. So we're going to put that in our green beans as well. So the first thing I want to do is I want to throw in my onions. And I love onions, so I do use a lot of onions. I would put some peppers in here. I don't have none. So we're going to saute this here. These were actually fresh green beans in the bag, like fresh, not frozen. But I stuck them in the freezer, so they're softer. So these will get done quick. I just have to make sure they heat through. So once you stick them in the freezer, when they're fresh, they're gonna soften up, so they cook quicker. So I want this to saute saute down to almost translucent, but not translucent. Because I don't want them mushy. And then I'll add the green beans. And then I want to make sure it's separated. Now, sometimes this might require a little bit more oil. If that is the case, because I'm on this healthy journey, I wouldn't add any more oil. What I would do is add some water. So I think I want to add my green beans because I want my green beans and my onions to cook together. First, before I add any seasoning. And I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't put any salt. No salt. I don't cook with salt. You know why? Read the ingredients to your seasonings. They have tons of salt in it. Tons of salt in it. I don't need to cook with salt. And of course, even though this is light, it still has salt in it. Now, I don't know about the teriyaki. Yes, it has salt in it. So I don't need any extra salt. Now, if somebody in my family that's eating wants salt, they put that on themselves. I'm not a salt person, and my food turns out fabulous. Try it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the garlic. And mix that around. I'm going to get the lid. I'm going to add my soy sauce. And when it's almost close to be done, like heat it up basically, I'm going to add the teriyaki. So we're going to turn this down and let this simmer a little bit because I don't want to fry it. I just want to saute it. And let the green beans heat up because they're still cold. So now I want to add the teriyaki sauce. I'm not sure how much. Still has that crunch, but it needs more. Now I'm going to turn this down low and let that simmer and see what happens. Let me check the pork chop. Okay, so everything is done. Let's make my husband's plate. Okay, now we're going to do the green beans. Put them right over top of the rice. And I'm going to give him some juice. And he's going to have one pork chop. Don't they look good? Look at that. Air fried. Perfect. Okay, so there you have it. This is an easy meal, a light meal, not many calories at all, and I think you will enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed my video today. Please subscribe to my video, turn on those comments so you'll get notified whenever I go live or post a video. Please share my video and comment. Let me know what you think. And let me know if you want the recipe completely in the description. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed Sunday. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you.